Hey, what's going on guys? Today we are doing episode 12 of the Fortnite Mythbusters. In today's episode, we are going to be testing some highly requested myths. Before we get into the video, comment down your all-time favorite place to land in Fortnite Battle Royale. Personally, I love to land at Pleasant Park because it has a little bit of PvP, and then you could easily run over to Tilted Towers within a few minutes for even more PvP if needed. Also, I'm giving away 1000 V-Bucks to a lucky winner. To enter, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and comment your console down below. Make sure to be active in future videos to know if you win or not. Anyways guys, without further ado, let's get right on into the video. To begin, we are testing to see what happens when you throw an impulse grenade at the exact same time as you land on a launch pad. The following clip is actually sent in to me by a Twitter user named Claire from Applebee's. When he jumped off the stairs onto the launch pad, it was perfectly timed so where he would get the initial bounce from the launch pad and the impulse grenade explosion launch as well. What you'd expect to happen is that you'd be launched possibly 2 times higher than normal, but when he flew into the air, the impulse grenade kinda glitched him out and didn't allow him to pull out his glider for it to take effect. His player actually did go into the animation holding out an umbrella, and his player even made the noises of the umbrella being pulled out, but overall it didn't slow down the fall and he did end up taking fall damage. I have no clue why this exactly happened, but thank you Claire for sending in this clip. The next myth is, will a soccer ball or a basketball float when it goes into water? To test this, I took the soccer ball all the way from Pleasant Park and took it all the way into Loot Lake. It took me a few tries to get the soccer ball all the way to Loot Lake because it was pretty glitchy. When the ball fell into the water, sadly it didn't float, but under the water you are still able to kick the ball around and even see it if you do angle your camera good enough. I tried to pinch the ball against the floor, like jumping on it so it would fly up into the air, but it seemed as if it despawned. The next myth is, if you have a burst rifle and only 1 bullet left to reload into the gun, will it still shoot out 3 bullets? This was a highly requested myth for me to test, and I assume it'll only shoot out 1 bullet since you do put 1 bullet into the chamber, but let's find out what happens. When I tested this in game, it only shot 1 bullet like you would expect, but what was interesting is that it made the same noise that would make as if it were shooting 3 shots. I don't know if this is an issue. They should definitely make it so it is a sound like 1 bullet, like from the AR, rather than the sound being so similar to 3 bullets being shot, because it definitely fools you a little bit. The next myth is, will the basketball or soccer ball launch when it lands on a launch pad? When we tested this in game, it was actually really fun to do, but it got super frustrating at the same time. We built a staircase to get the ball elevated, then put a launch pad below. We tested this twice, and both times when the basketball would land on the launch pad, nothing would happen sadly. It would be pretty cool to see the balls launch into the sky, then even land and bounce all over the place, but sadly it doesn't seem like this is any physics that will come anytime soon. The next myth is, what happens when you jump off the map after getting a victory royale? Now, this has definitely been probably one of the most requested myths for me to test ever since they made it so you can move around after winning a game. Not too long ago, there was actually a glitch where you were able to walk around underneath the ocean, so I assume it would be something similar to this since after winning a game, you are practically in God mode. I have been trying to do this myth for a while on my own, but sadly I have not been lucky enough to have the zone end on the edge of the map. Luckily, I found a video on YouTube from a user named Cameron Bailey. After getting a 5-kill solo win, he jumped off the map and it actually surprisingly killed him. When I saw this, I was honestly surprised. I thought after you win a game, you were in God mode because you don't take any fall damage or any damage from anything, but this definitely proved me wrong and I did not see this coming. If you guys ever do get the chance after winning a game to jump off the side of the map, feel free to send me a clip on Twitter because I want to see a few more clips of this to make sure it's true. The next myth is, what happens when you pop a supply drop balloon while standing on top of it? I'm sure a lot of you guys may have already seen this clip. It's basically where someone is standing on top of a supply drop and the balloon actually pops and he flies outside of the map. When I actually tested this in game, we stopped the airdrop on a platform and got the health to about 0 or 1 shot left before it popped. Sadly, someone from the other side of the map shot the balloon with me on top of it, and nothing ended up happening. In the video I showed, I have no clue what actually made the person fly across the map. If you guys have any theories, please send it to me, comment them down below, because I have no clue why it launched him so far. He literally flew from one side of the map all the way out. He probably even went past Spawn Island. I'm going to be attempting to complete this myth one more time, but this time I will actually be gliding down with the balloon to see if it will make me fly across the map. So I am really curious, will it actually make me fly across the map, or am I just going to glide down with the balloon or the crate? The last myth is, do rockets get affected by impulse grenades? When we tested this in game, we had one impulse grenade and one rocket launcher left. When the rocket was coming near me, I threw the impulse grenade, and I'm pretty sure it was close enough to have an effect on the rocket, but sadly it did not move the rocket at all. But to be honest, I have no clue if the explosion was too far away, but I thought I threw it pretty close. If you look at it back in slow-mo, it does show that it looks like it should have affected the rocket. Maybe rockets have no effect on impulse grenades, but as we all know, you can land and fly on top of a rocket like rocket surfing, so it does have its own hitbox. So maybe it wasn't close, maybe we did this wrong, but I've never seen an impulse grenade affect a rocket anyways. Anyways, that wraps it up for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, make sure to leave a like on the video. Also, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Comment down any myth for a chance to have it featured in the next or future episodes of the Fortnite Mythbusters. Also, check out the playlist in the description below, which has multiple other episodes of the Fortnite Mythbusters if you would like to possibly learn something new. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.